Oh, butterflies. Well, for me, and I guess what is widely known is that butterflies represent transformation and healing. And so far, that's what they've represented for me in my journey and my experience. Many, many years ago, I was struck by a car on my bicycle in San Francisco. And the injury created a twisted spine and a handful of cracked ribs and all kinds of pain. And I had, subsequently at that time, I had been reading all these different spiritual things, and I had read a little bit on totems and things like that, and I had read about the butterfly being the totem for transformation and healing, specifically healing. And from this injury with the bicycle, I laughed just because there's so many things that have happened that have gotten me to today that it's kind of laughable at this point. But at that time, I was reading about the healing effects of butterflies, and my spine and my ribs had continued to hurt for a good 2 years after my accident. And so I thought, well, I'll try this butterfly thing. And I was kind of doing it in a way with not very much belief, but more of like a let's try this out kind of a challenge in a way. And so I got a butterfly tattooed. My very first tattoo, I got a butterfly tattooed on my ribs. And the pain in my ribs went away. So I thought, no. So then I thought I'd give it a challenge again. And I had when I was 15, I had an accident where they told me I'd have very little use of my left arm and my left shoulder, and they told me I'd never play my violin again and all of these things. So I thought, and I always had stiffness and a little bit of a challenge with that. And I thought, well, let me try and see what the butterfly thing is with that. So I had butterflies tattooed around my left arm. Well, I started being able to play my violin a lot more and a lot faster than I had prior to getting the tattoos of the butterflies on my arm. So then I started putting, kind of 2 and 2 together, and then I got some butterflies tattooed up my spine. My back is totally strong, no pain. So over the course of about 15, 20 years, it's become more of an adoration of my temple, because I do believe that my body is my temple, and I believe that I should decorate it because I'm here, and what am I going to do, So I've been putting that energy forth with the butterflies, and I believe that there is something really profound about the transformation and the healing of the butterflies, because subsequently from having all these tattoos, I've watched my life evolve in probably a softer way than it probably would have had I not gotten butterflies tattooed on me.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you really think it was the butterflies, or do you think it was something that you kind of made a choice to let the butterfly heal you, or?
I think it was I was kind of challenging the idea, actually. So I was being a little bit of, what's the word where you're being antagonistic. I was kind of being antagonistic to the idea. And then when I started noticing these shifts, it could be that I was open to it. It could be that I was, challenging the universe to teach me something. I think it was a handful of everything. Being stubborn and open at the same time.